What if you could build an online store from scratch in just a few minutes without designing the whole thing yourself, without coding, without holding any stock, and with just around $2 to get started? That's what I'm testing today. I'm going to use BuildYourStore as my AI e-commerce store builder to create a Shopify store from scratch in minutes. Choose a niche, generate the store, and then see how close it gets to something you could actually work with. I don't just want to see if it creates a pretty homepage. I want to be able to sell real products by the end of the video. So I will connect it to AutoDS, a platform to find products to sell in my online store without manually handling every order or having to use my bedroom as a warehouse. By the end, we should have a much clearer answer to one simple question. Can AI really help you launch the first version of a functional e-commerce store? Let's find out. I'm also going through the setup myself, including the payment, so we can see what the real process looks like. And by the way, BuildYourStore is partnering with us for this video. Thanks for sponsoring. If you want to test the store builder yourself, I'll leave a link in the description. Hey, well, now that we know what we're gonna do, let's get started. First thing to do is to head over to BuildYourStore.ai and register with them. Click here. I will use Google to register. And then you should pick the niche you want to build your online store around. If you're not sure, they have this category, but I do know I want to create a coffee accessory online store, so I will say home and garden. The next would be to pick a couple of banners for my homepage. I do think the kitchen one can be nice, and also probably this one makes the most sense. I click done, and now I have to connect Shopify with my BuildYourStore account that we just created. It seems complicated, but it's fairly easy. We just go ahead and click on Claim My Store, and now we'll start a free trial for Shopify. Now I'm being redirected back to BuildYourStore, and success, we are in. The next thing we need to do is to activate the online store at Shopify. And as you can see here, for $1 you can get 3 months of Shopify. So I just go ahead and say activate my store. You'll need to add your payment details here and then click on subscribe. Now that our store has been activated, BuildYourStore is prompting us to customize our shop. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. Because BuildYourStore works with AutoDS, we will also now have to register with AutoDS to be able to connect both platforms, and then we can pull automatically products from AutoDS to Shopify, so at the end we will have a fully functional Shopify e-commerce site and the products are being sourced by AutoDS. The first thing we need to do is to register with AutoDS. Then we have to select what is it we want to sell. In our case, it will be Shopify. And then we choose a plan. AutoDS starts at $19.90 per month, but for the first month, you can get it for $1. Well, actually 99 cents. Let's head over to AutoDS. I will register with my Google account. I'm going to say Shopify. And then for now, I'm going to start with the cheapest plan and pay for the 99 cents. Alright, I've made the payment, and now what we need to do is to complete the steps. This doesn't matter too much, let's go ahead. I will be selling home and garden, and I think we are all set. Let's go back to BuildYourStore.ai and click done. Success! Apparently my Shopify store is already completed. Let's go and check it out. Okay, this is our website, and as you can see, for now it's locked. And that's because back in Shopify, we have to do a couple of things. You can see this unlock store button, and then this helpful screen here on the right hand side telling us everything we need to do. First of all, we need to set Shopify payments to be able to receive payments, set our shipping rates, and then decide on the domain to be able to unlock the website. So let's go ahead and do all this. Let's get started with the Shopify payments. I'm gonna go and complete the setup. This is a bit boring, so you don't need to see me doing this on the screen, so I'll do this pretty quick. The next thing would be to set our shipping rates up. and this looks good to me for now. We will now pick a domain name. For now, I think I'll leave this one as I am just testing, and once the shop is finished, I will update this. So let's go to the last step, which is to unlock my store. And now I can disable the password, save it, and if I refresh, I should be able to see my store. There you go. This is the online shop that BuildYourStore.ai has created for me in Shopify. Back in Build My Store, we're gonna say we are done here. So now we just need to get started with our Shopify store. There are a few things that you should be tweaking around. Like for example, this banner here doesn't make too much sense. I would change it for a custom one. You have to check on the text because this dummy text makes no sense for our business. So all this is something we need to be changing. To change a little bit how the homepage looks, we go into the online store preferences, we head over the theme, and then we click on edit theme. I'll go through this, and when I'm finished, I'll show you how the homepage has changed. I've been working a little bit on our online store theme. As you can see, I've changed several things. And the website went from this one to this one. Matching our online store niche much better. If we check the products of our online store, it has a few of them. To be fair, none of them make sense for our online shop, so I'm just gonna unlist the products, and then I will be adding products. Alright, now the exciting bit. Now that the Shopify online store kind of looks alright, now we head to AutoDS to find products we can sell through our Shopify store. And the first thing I'll do is browse. Everyone likes browsing. And let's go for coffee accessories and see what we find. Okay, a lot of products. I think I need to be more specific. Maybe I'm gonna say manual coffee grinder. And to be fair, I have a lot of options. And then I could select a price range. I think maybe 15 to 30 is a good one. And this one looks pretty good. So I'm just gonna import it as a draft. And this other one looks quite compact. And finally, let's go for this swankier one. Now, if I go into my drafts, I will find those products that I've selected. I could use the provided product copy, but maybe we could tweak it around to make it a bit more personal. If you want, you can go with the enhance with AI button, but this will cost you credits. So I'm gonna edit manually all of these products. And I have now the product description here. It came out pretty good. I think this title is a bit too much, so I would shorten it. I want it in the homepage, so I'm gonna add it to the homepage collection. And then as a shipping method, I always like to keep cheapest with tracking. And then we are gonna import this into our Shopify store just by clicking this button. So if we head back to our Shopify store's backend over here, and we head over products, we can see now that we have the product imported as we want it into our Shopify online store. And that is how you can sell products without having any real stock. And when we check the front end to see the product, we can see that that's available for users to buy from our shop. In just a few minutes, we went from an idea to a first version of a real e-commerce website. Is this a finished business? Of course not yet, but it's not far off. As a starting point, I think it's pretty impressive. And you can really start selling right away. I'll leave links to both Build Your Store and AutoDS in the description, so you can also get started today. And now, a real question for you. What kind of store would you try to build? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching and see you next time.